What is good, everybody? Man, it's your boy Jay in the building, man. We is back again with another video. Now, before we get this video started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys share this video. Well, Grand Fam, y'all did it. Y'all did it. Listen. Whoever made the decision, they heard y'all loud and clear. About 60 to 70% of y'all said y'all wanted him going, and he out of here. He is out of here. But I'm going to be honest with you. And I know I'm going to be in the minority when it comes to this, but I'm still part of it. I didn't like the move. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like the firing, bro. Especially this soon. Me personally, I didn't like it. Only because 2 years is not enough time to get a real good team together. Everybody is not going to be like Jackson State. Everybody's not going to be like Coach Prime. But on the flip side of it, I can kind of see where they're coming from, because you got a coach, right, who his 2 years was guaranteed because he comes in with NFL cachet. He's the quarterback guru. You expected great things out of him, because check this out. Grambling State historically is known for winning, period. So hiring Coach Hugh Jackson on a 4-year deal when his two years was guaranteed, they was looking for instant results, like instantly. This wasn't I assuming they was not looking for a rebuild. They were looking for a win now situation. It had to be that, because you getting rid of somebody for 2 years unless they promised you instant winning instantly. And not only that, they got rid of the defensive coordinator, the defensive line coach, the special teams coach, and the safeties coach. So, and me watching that press conference, y'all gonna wait a week? Y'all gonna wait a week to find out who your coach is? It's kind of crazy. But you know what? But you know what's even crazier? For you to have that cachet, that NFL cachet, and have not only 2 losing seasons, but lose the Bayou Classic 2 years in a row. And you lose it to an interim head coach that recently won the Bayou Classic when he was at Grambling back in 2021 before you came on board. Then he stayed under you for a year, went to Southern, became the interim head coach, turned around and beat you in the Bayou Classic. Not only that, beat you with the same quarterback that transferred from Grambling State when you had him his freshman year. Dog, you see how crazy the world works? Well, not his freshman year. You had him his sophomore year. He just had him to transfer. But yeah, that's crazy how that works, man. But listen, I don't got much about this, man. But listen, I was hoping that Coach Hugh Jackson would have stayed at least one more year. I would have hoped y'all would have gave him at least one more year, because 3 years is kind of crazy. But listen, you do what you got to do, bro. Now, like they said, they're going to wait between 7 to 10 days to see what they can do in terms of a new coach. I can't wait to see it. Be quite honest with you. It is going to be a real interesting thing. But yeah, man, this is going to be interesting. And Jawar Franklin decommitted because of that. He was coming because of Coach Jackson, and now that that's not happening, he decommitted. So now y'all just lost a 4-star because of that. But listen, we're going to see what happens. Hopefully, this next coach is a good one. I'm still on the bandwagon, on the Grand Fan bandwagon either way. We're going to see what happens, man. But listen, I did want to talk about the SWAC Awards for a minute because it recently just came out. I really just want to talk about the offense and Defensive Player of the Year awards. First of all, shout out to Jeremy Musa and shout out to Isaiah Major. At the beginning of the year, I predicted both of these guys to win it, especially Isaiah Major. I liked him when he transferred from Independence Community College. If y'all saw his highlight tape, I did a reaction video on it 2 years ago. He was actually playing safety, came to FAMU and transitioned to be a linebacker, and he's been playing well ever since his last 2 years, bro. So kudos to him for winning Defensive Player of the Year. In my humble opinion, I did not have these two guys winning the awards this season. Not after what I saw. The Defensive Player of the Year. Why? I want to know who votes on this stuff. Because what are y'all watching if you picked Isaiah Major and not saw what Colton Adams was doing? Honestly. And Colton Adams did better this year than he did last year. Not only did he lead the SWAC in tackles, he's top 5 in the country in tackles. Top 10 in the country in tackles for loss. Those are and he plays on statistically the second best defense in the SWAC. I don't understand how Isaiah Major didn't even have 100 tackles. He didn't even have 100 tackles. I don't even think he only had, 4 to 5 tackles for loss. Colton Adams had 17. So you mean to tell me the dude who leads the SWAC in tackles, third in the SWAC in tackles for loss, top 20 in sacks, and he doesn't get Defensive Player of the Year? At least not. You could have gave it to Caleb Gibbons and I'd have been okay with it. You could have gave it to Jacob Williams from Texas Southern and I'd have been okay with that. Either of those three guys, me personally, 3 of those guys would have been a better choice than Isaiah Major. And I know he plays for the best defense in the SWAC, but no, bro. They got that wrong. I'm sorry. And once again, I predicted Isaiah Major to win this award, but I did not have him winning this award, bro. I have Colton Adams winning the award. I don't understand it. I really, really don't understand how he don't win that award. And y'all, for y'all to overlook what Ladarius Owens did, he not only, forget him breaking the school record, he's the only running back who rushed for over 1,000 yards in the SWAC. He rushed for not only 1,400 yards, with 14 touchdowns. He not only leads the SWAC in rushing, leads the SWAC in touchdowns, period. Leads the SWAC in scoring. He leads the entire SWAC in scoring. And he's top 3 in rushing in the country. This man is top 3 in rushing in the country. Top 5 in rushing touchdowns. And he doesn't get Offensive Player of the Year? Somebody gotta tell me who's voting on this stuff, bro. Like that don't make any sense. Shout out to Jace Wilson for winning SWAC Newcomer of the Year. Javon Robinson from Grambling for winning Freshman of the Year. Shout out to Coach Willie Simmons winning Coach of the Year. Listen, FAMU swept up. They got 7 guys who made. They got 7 guys who made first team all conference. I think 13 guys overall who made all conference teams. Offensive player, defensive player, and coach. But in terms of that offensive player of the year and the defensive player of the year, nah, fam. No. They got this one wrong. They got it wrong. Got it completely wrong. I got Ladarius Owens easily winning offensive player of the year. I had Colton Adams winning defensive player of the year. Or Ladarius Owens winning offensive player of the year. Colton Adams winning defensive player of the year. You could have gave it to Caleb Williams. You could have gave it to Jacob Williams. No, Caleb Givens. Caleb Givens, I'm sorry. You could have gave it to Caleb Givens from Southern. Jacob Williams from Texas Southern. You could have gave it to any of them 3 guys. But my pick would have been Colton Adams. I don't agree with neither of them wins, even though I predicted both of those guys to win. I didn't have them winning this year. But shout out to them. But they're preparing for a SWAC championship game, so they ain't got to worry about hearing it from me. But that's just my take on that, man. But once again, man, shout out to Coach Hugh Jackson. We're going to see what happens with that, man.